Welcome to this channel. The channel is for education and culture based on historical and scientific evidence. So this morning, I watched the exhibition match between DKU and Manny Pacquiao. And after watching it, I like to share with you that there is a big problem in so-called traditional martial arts. So, in the video, I was watching this one. At the beginning, the introductions saying that DKU is a traditional martial artist and he is modernized traditional martial arts. And after I watched this, let me share with you what I see. What I see is DKU is living in a techniques realm or techniques paradigm. Manny, on the other hand, is living in a momentum realm or momentum paradigm. And in today's world, when you get into traditional martial arts, a lot of people like DKU is living in that techniques paradigm. Okay. They really don't know that exists the momentum paradigm. While the Western boxer or MMA is living in the momentum paradigm. Western boxer, Thai boxer, MMA, Kyokushin, all living in the momentum paradigm. But the quote-unquote traditional martial artists and the traditional martial art master do not have an understanding or a knowledge of they are living in a different paradigm. Now, is the martial art, traditional martial arts, living in the technique paradigm? Absolutely no. That's why General Chi Chi Guang saying that one momentum transforms to another momentum to defeat the opponent. It doesn't tell about these techniques. Well, I get to hear, and then you might start to think, what does Hendrik say about techniques paradigm and the momentum paradigm? Well, let me share with you. Let me show you. Let me share with you on the example of a technique paradigm. This is what a technique paradigm look at. There are many different techniques or different kicks, and then that's how it is in their mind. Okay, now, so what is the momentum paradigm? This is momentum paradigm. This is momentum paradigm. So what is the difference between both? Notice that in momentum paradigm, the entire thing is based on the handling of the body weight, the speed of the body weight. Once it roll, it roll. It just power in, it just roll, it just go in. Okay, let's look at it again. Look at this. Both parties not going to stop. Okay, look at it again. Look at the body weight. Look at the entire thing go through it. It's not stop. It's continuing transform from one momentum to another momentum. Now, if you look at this, of course, this is a movie. Okay, this is this technique doing this technique, that techniques look like this technique, that techniques. If you pay attention to this, look at their body weight. Their body weight is there. They're just waving their hand and their leg. Look at their body. It's all in the balanced state. Now look into this. Look at their body. Is it in a balanced state or in an unbalanced state, purposely to accelerate? In a real momentum play, you go in, you charge in, you continue in. Your body is not going to stay there like people today saying, Tai Chi, you need to stand there, balance. Forget about it because this is momentum. You need to accelerate. And then you want to use that imbalance to power your next move or next momentum. So it is not about techniques and move. It's about momentum play. Now, if you look at the exhibition match this morning, which I'm not supposed to show it here. I can only share with you here. Look at the Metro Sports TV. This one is very good one. Have the full. You can see that DKU is playing techniques thing like in the techniques paradigm, while Manny Pacquiao is going for the momentum. In the real life, DKU have no chance. You just look at how Manny explosively charge in and with all those continued momentum. You just look at how the DKU, even is bigger and so forth, he just not be able to handle that thing. If Manny go high speed and everything, it is over. Now, we need to know that if we are playing in the momentum realm, you need to have good body conditioning, high endurance, because you need to charge in. You have to have high cardio, really strong cardio, your muscular and so forth, really strong, your body coordinations and everything. So it is not just a movement, it's just your body conditioning. Can you take it at a high speed, high intensity, high acceleration? As for the technique realm, the most is you throw 1-2 punch and a few punch, but your body is not going there, and you just stop there. Okay. So now this is a problem, a really serious problem. And inside that video, I show you in the introductions, it was said that DKU is traditional Chinese, traditional martial arts, traditional martial artist, and he is a person who modernized traditional martial arts. How could it be? He's living in a paradigm called technique paradigm. It is not martial arts. Face it, General Qi Ji Guang 460 years ago, saying that fighting is about, or martial art is about dynamically playing in the momentum game with the distance, angle, and level changes. It's not that techniques or that stance. Okay. So General Qi Ji Guang's riding in China and actually go to Korea. So the Korean know about it. So the Korean traditional martial arts, if you look at that, they are following the General Qi Ji Guang's teaching also. Okay. So that is traditional martial arts. Traditional Chinese, traditional martial art is not the technical paradigm thing like in the movie or like every master thing today. And of course, for our friends who is not familiar with the General Qi Ji Guang and this ancient teaching, which fighting martial art is about momentum play, I translate the core of the General Qi Ji Guang's classic into this book. That's the reason last year I do it, because we need to know what is the truth of traditional martial art, especially the traditional Chinese martial arts. Okay, so we are using this General Qi Ji Guang classic 460 years ago, which influenced the Chinese, influenced the Japanese, influenced the Korean as the source, the root. Okay, so General Qi Ji Guang's world, which is a momentum world, it is the same with today's MMA's world. So if you really want to modernize traditional martial arts, the first thing is get out from that techniques paradigm, get into the momentum paradigm. Until you get out from that technique paradigm, living in the momentum paradigm, like everybody in the real world, in the MMA, in the Kyokushin, in the Thai boxing, in the Western boxing, that momentum world, one really living in a world which is not real in fighting, in martial play. Okay. So it is a sad thing. How many people in the world who prior to the fight of the DKU last year actually went to study with DKU, or you can see all the YouTubes of DKU showing this. Even one time I remember showing some Wing Chun people, some Wing Chun Sifu or the practitioner go ask DKU how to do this, you know, or all this kind of thing. Well, the reality today is DKU is living in the techniques world or techniques paradigm. He is not living in the momentum paradigm. That's why you look at that the exhibition match between him and the Manny, you can see that no way he can play in that momentum paradigm in terms of the handling of momentum, the power, the explosive power, charging the continuous of the momentum transform to another momentum, and the cardio and the endurance there. You cannot play. So this is what I like to share with you. If you want to modernize traditional martial arts, you must go live in the momentum world, momentum paradigm, or else you can spend another 1,000 years, you go nowhere. So like for DKU, of course, you see he have so much resources. Last year's the match, and this year with Manny, he is dedicated. He have so much resources. But well, if you go to a wrong directions, you are not going to get anywhere. You're going to end up to get the same result. So if DKU watching this video, I will suggest him to go read my book. Okay. Learn about what General Qi Ji Guang teach. Because the Korean also know who is General Qi Ji Guang. Okay. How the Ming army with the accompany with the Korean army fighting the Japanese invasion at that time. So when we talk tradition, we need to really base on tradition or traditional. We cannot just thinking or define whatever we want. When we want to talk momentum, we need to talk momentum as it. And we need to be able to differentiate between the paradigms of techniques and paradigms of momentum. It is a hopeless thing if you is practicing or learning and spend your whole life in the techniques paradigm, and someday you face the momentum paradigms people where they train in the momentum paradigm. Same with any martial arts from China. So this is the reality I share with you. As I suggest to DKU, if you watch this, contact me. DK, you are not going to go anywhere. Why? 460 years ago, General Qi Ji Guang already put it really clear. You want to fight those Japanese warriors, you better listen to him. That is truth 460 years ago and today. If you want to face the martial artists, the real martial artists, who is living in the momentum paradigm, you have to face the reality. You cannot live in the technical world, showing, oh, I can push this guy, I can inch punch this guy. Those are just technical paradigm stuff. So I hope that all our friends who watch this video know, don't get yourself into trouble. And we can predict what is going to go nowhere.